presents and I'd be glad. But the last time I played Father Christmas, I stood outside a department store. A gang of kids came over and mugged me and knocked my reindeer to the floor. He said, Father Christmas, give us some money. Don't mess around with those silly toys. We'll beat you up if you don't hand it over. We want your bread, so don't make us annoyed. Give all the toys to the little rich.
Hey, a very warm welcome everybody back to our channel. Hope you're doing okay this time, Moonstompers. I'm Mrs. Moonstomper.
I'm Empress Moonstomper.
And I'm none other than Mr. Moonstomper. Guys, it's absolutely amazing to have you on board. Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you so much for supporting our last video. We really appreciate it. And guys, thank you so much for last year. We couldn't have done this without you, especially our subs and all the comments. It's just been absolutely overwhelming. So this episode, guys, is all about
Christmas tunes.
Christmas!
And Christmas, yeah. It's
Happy
the
Christmas to one and all.
It's the Christmas special, is it
Yeah,
not?
it's the Christmas special.
Right, so
yes.
just a quick disclaimer, Samson X couldn't make it and he sends his apologies, but
Yes.
we'll cut a little bit of him saying that himself.
Yes.
He's big enough to apologise himself, is he not? Yeah.
Oh yes.
And I think he's, what was his excuse? He bottled this, was that the excuse, or was it?
Had to go to work.
He had to go to work,
Yes,
yeah.
yes.
So if you work for Royal Fail or Royal Mail, then there's no dart for you, obviously, guys. There you go. Yeah.
Right.
Right. So
What's going on, Rockstar? It's your boy Samson X here. And right about now, you're tuned to a Moonstomper's Originals episode. And I'd like to extend a massive apology on my part that I couldn't show up on camera today due to prior work commitments. Currently, I'm just here, there, and everywhere, busy like a bee. Hopefully sometime in the near future, Mr. and Mrs. Moonstomper shall be kind enough to let me on camera for a full episode one of these days, we shall soon see. But right now I'm just coming here to say what I'm saying. So, you're tuning into a Moonstomper's Originals episode. Keep it locked, keep on moonstomping and go oi oi!
Right, so let's drill deep down into it and let's see what we got. So, Christmas songs. No, we weren't going to do this because I think it's a little bit cliche.
Okay.
And yeah, so we can all go like Wham! Last Christmas, can't we? Which I think is personally, not my favourites. But so
There's many favourites out there.
over to you two girls and let's hear what you've got to say about Christmas songs.
Oh.
In fact, should we go around the table?
Yeah,
Okay.
second turn.
So, Empress Moonstomper, what is your favourite Christmas song?
See, I don't want to say it now because you've just said you don't like it, but it is Wham! Last Christmas. I love that song. I love George Michael.
It's a bit of a classic, isn't it?
It's a bit cheesy.
Yeah.
It's a classic, but it's every time I hear it, it's just so good.
I like the video.
George, yeah, so George Michael, what's George Michael and a pair of Wellingtons got in common?
Oh gosh.
Yeah,
I'd
they
love
both
to
get
be-
sucked off in bogs, but then you get, right, so enough of that, guys, that was a terrible dad joke.
Dad joke.
Yeah, and God rest his soul, he was a good artist actually,
Oh, yes.
so I'm going to give him his dues there, and actually it's an amazing song.
It is.
It is.
But, did you know, here's a fun fact for you,
Oh, go on.
that didn't get to number one until last year. Did you know
That
that?
That long.
It took that long, so it took 40 years, and
Time,
before, 39 years for it to get to number one. There you go.
Gosh, man. Amazeballs.
But we'll come to what kept it off the top spot shortly. So, Mrs. Moonstomper, your go, please.
Dare I say this one? Pum pum, little drummer boy. David Bowie, Bing Crosby.
I have to apologise to the viewers at home because I didn't think this show was actually going to take this tone of what's the name? But that's fair enough if you like that. That's very traditional, Mrs. Moonstomper, I must say.
It just reminds me of being little at school. We used to sing that in the choir. It just brings back some memories.
You were in the choir.
When I was little, yes.
There you go. A face only a mother could love.
Hey.
Right, so anyway, I do apologise for that. So
Ora.
we haven't even been on the Christmas wine yet, have we? But there you go. So my go is
I'll
this.
ignore that.
Yeah.
Yes.
Well, you know what they say. It's not Christmas until Noddy says it's Christmas. So
We start
there you
shouting
go.
it.
Absolutely. Slade, Merry Christmas, everyone. Now, Slade, did you know Slade started out as a skinhead band?
Yes, I've seen.
Yeah. absolutely.
They're called Ambrosia, weren't they?
Ambrose,
Ambrosia.
yeah, absolutely. And another local band to us.
Yes, from the Midlands.
From the Black Country, no more, no less.
Yes.
So there you go. So Empress Moonstomper, what is your next song, please?
So this one's for my little girl. She loves this song. Feliz Navidad.
Oh.
I wanna
Wish you a Merry Christmas. I wanna wish you a Merry Christmas.
She loves that
From the
song.
bottom of my heart.
Wow.
So I've got to get that in there just because she loves that one so much.
I forgot all about that song.
I'm sorry to say I'm stuck 30, 40 years ago, guys. I do apologise for that. So Mrs. Moonstomper,
Yes.
your go, Mrs. Moonstomper.
Okay, Mr. Moonstomper. It's a bit of a slow one. It's a bit of a glam rock band called Mud.
Mud.
Lonely this Christmas.
I like Mud.
Yeah.
I've got to admit. What was that song?
Oh God, no,
What
no,
was that
no,
song
please,
they did, Mrs.
please.
Empress Moonstomper? Do you know?
Oh no, another dad joke incoming.
Was that? Was it Tiger?
That's right.
That's right. It was Tiger Feet. You're absolutely spot on.
Oh, please.
Sorry. There you go. Right. Okay. That was awful, guys. I'm so sorry. But yeah, I had to do that. So sorry, guys. Right. Okay. So my next one, right? I'm going to shock you all here, and I'm going to say. Do you know what I'm going to say?
Nope.
I'm actually going to say Boney M.
Mary's Boy Child.
Mary's Boy Child.
It's a nice tune. I like
Now,
that song.
there's a fact you didn't know about Boney M, or perhaps you did know about Boney M, but if you didn't know the home, guys, so the male singer, Bobby, his voice was not deep enough. So when they sang live, he was overdubbed
Oh, by somebody else.
by somebody else.
Oh,
Yeah.
yes.
So when you hear Ma Baker,
With deep voice, ma.
Ma Baker, that wasn't Bobby.
him.
That was a standing singer. So there you
Flipping
go.
heck, yeah,
Who
I
knew
heard about
that?
We didn't know until the other year.
No, there you go. So there you go. So Empress Moonstomper, Empress Moonstomper, it's your go. Let's have another one.
Oh, let's have a think. Let me have a think. I don't know what it's called off the top of my head. You're going to have to help me.
Right.
Stop
Stop the cavalry.
Yeah,
Jonah Louis.
yeah, I like that
Yeah.
one.
Stop the cavalry.
Now, that's brilliant because that depicts actually the video to that depicts the First World War, and it depicts the trenches in the Somme.
Yes.
In northern France, and how they and bear in mind in that First World War they were but children.
They were, weren't they, young lads?
17, 18, and it got to Christmas Day, and allegedly, only allegedly, they had a temporary ceasefire.
Somebody blow a whistle or something.
Temporary truce, and they played football apparently,
Yes.
and swapped photos and cigarettes and
Chocolate as well.
chocolate and
gave
stuff
each
like
other.
that. And then the next day they killed each other. How
It's
cold?
mental, isn't
How
it?
cold is that?
I know.
Yeah. But there you go.
Gosh,
And
no.
guys, there's a couple of you who are ex-forces. Now I'm not going to name names. You know who you
Yes,
are.
yes.
And you guys have been away at Christmas, and I've been away at Christmas as well. I've been away many, many Christmases, and I feel your pain, guys.
Yes.
So when we say Christmas is for everyone, it's not for
It's
everyone.
not. It's
And for that
not able to.
for that reason, whether it brings back memories of the past, or whether it's or whether you're alone, or whatever, it's not for
That's
everyone.
it, I
So
know.
that's why I'm without a Christmas jumper today.
Okay.
So bar humbug, not. There you go.
Can I just add, when you said about the depicting of the war, Paul McCartney did Pipes of
He
Peace.
certainly did as well,
Did the
and that
same.
was based on the same thing, wasn't
Yes,
it? Yeah,
yes.
absolutely. Which was really, really good as well.
Yes.
There you go. So you'll go, Mrs.
Is it my-
Moonstomper.
is it my-
Mrs. Moonstomper, it's your go.
I love this one. When I was little, our dad went out and bought us the Wombles album, and on it said, "We wish you a Wombling Merry Christmas."
Now, I like
Used to
that
love the
song as
Wombles.
well. Now, what I'll say about that is for years I actually thought, now the person who narrated it was none other than Bernard Cribbins. And I always thought it was Bernard Cribbins singing for some reason, but it wasn't. It was actually Mike Batt.
Mike Batt, yes.
Yeah, so the person who wrote and produced the Wombles, he was the singer.
Singer, yes.
How weird is that?
I know.
Yeah, but if
Weird and wonderful.
yeah, but he sounds just like Bernard Cribbins.
Do you think so?
Well, Bernard Cribbins did a few songs. If you listen, there's a
That right, said Fred.
yeah,
We had the cat of tea.
and the hole in the ground. Yeah,
Oh, yes,
that
yes.
one as well. So there you go.
Gosh. Wonderful mic.
Yeah.
that.
So my goes is.
Mm.
So I'm gonna pick the Kinks, Father Christmas, Give Us Your
your
Money. Yeah. Now the Kinks did that. I think it was in. I'm gonna say 1979. There or thereabouts.
Around 78, 79.
It was there or thereabouts,
Yes, yes.
and it was a bit tongue in cheek. It was a bit off the cuff, but it was a typical Kinks song. The words are quite sort of
A bit violent. He's on about threatening Father Christmas,
Damn
kicking
right.
his head in and beating him up, and that's something like
he
that.
wanted the money instead of the gifts. Damn right, yeah.
I'm gonna beat you up
there you go.
and duff your head in or something like that.
And why not? So
It's so funny.
there you go. So Empress Moonstomper.
I do like this one. It is quite a classic one. Is it Chris Rea, Driving Home for Christmas?
Oh gosh, I forgot
I
to
do
talk
like
about
that.
as well.
Yeah.
It's a really lovely Christmas song.
Top to toes, his tail
Now,
bags.
Chris Rea is a wonderful guitarist.
Yes.
Absolutely brilliant guitarist.
Yes,
Yeah.
sung in a few good songs
Yes.
to boot.
Yeah, but I do like Driving Home for Christmas, I must admit.
Yes.
Yeah. So, Mrs.
I mean,
Moonstomper.
actually driving home or the song.
Well, some Christmases I didn't get to drive home, obviously, you know, but yeah, it is nice when I can drive home for Christmas. Yeah. You'll go,
Yeah.
Mrs. Moonstomper.
I bet you're not going to like this one.
Johnny Mathis.
Yeah. When a child is born.
I worked with a woman who looked like Johnny Mathis once, but I digress slightly. But I do like that song actually. It is quite
This
nice.
is like nice
Yeah.
and mellow, isn't it?
It is, yeah, definitely. So I'll give you that. It is
Okay,
nice,
thank
yeah.
you. I'll keep it.
Was it my go?
Yeah.
It's your go.
Well, I'm going to say Greg Lake. So
I believe in
of
Father
yeah,
Christmas.
of Emerson, Lake and Palmer fame. Now, Greg Lake, when he wrote that song, it's very anti-Christmas if you listen to the words. So the words to that are against the commercialisation of Christmas. That's what he's told. When he was told, he was just sold a great big fat lie all the way through, where he believed in Father Christmas. Father Christmas didn't exist, and that's most children's journey at Christmas,
Yes, it is.
where it's all a fat lie. But then you realise when you get older, actually, it's just how much money you're going to lose
Oh gosh.
or spend, depending
It's
on how
terrible,
much.
isn't
Yeah,
it?
of course, yeah.
I'm going through that at the minute. How much money I'm going to
Oh,
You
lose.
you certainly are. It couldn't happen to a nicer person. Get in there, serves your eyes. Right. So
Oh, God.
anyway, right.
No, but stuck on that song, because every kid believes it should snow at Christmas, and then in the song it says it just kept on raining.
It did. Yeah,
Yes,
it
it
did.
just-
Yeah,
Things weren't
So-
as
yeah.
he thought.
So mainstream songs or what? And I thought we were going to go a little bit left, but later on in the programme we'll go a little bit left field and we'll dig into some more little treasures. So for all you skinheads out there, or you ska fans, reggae fans, we'll dig into some nice stuff.
Right.
So you'll go, Mrs. Moonstomper, or is it Empress Moonstomper's go? It's your go.
It's my go.
Oh, yeah.
I'm
Your
after
go.
you, aren't I?
Yeah, go
I'm
for
Oh
it.
yes.
Okay. So I like this one. John Lennon and Yoko Ono.
Oh, Merry
Merry
Christmas,
Christmas,
war is over. And a
I
happy.
could, yeah, I could,
like
I could
that
go
one.
with that. Yeah, I
Yes,
could go with
yes.
that. That's got a certain ring to it. Yeah, definitely. For the war is over bit, you know.
Yes.
Because after all, you
And
know.
about the Vietnam War, weren't they? Is it the Vietnam War?
Well, that was
Back then.
that was raging at that point.
Okay.
That was raging. It was absolutely raging.
Gosh.
It was actually coming to a head, believe it or not. So yeah, that's a good choice. I do believe. I do declare.
Peace at Christmas. It's
That's it.
always.
Goodwill to all
Yeah,
men and
yeah.
women and all that.
Yeah, exactly. Then the next day you're punching each other's heads in. Right, man. Let's have it. So Mrs. Moonstomper, your go.
I like the wizard one, but I wish it could be Christmas every day. I like that one.
Oh, now so another Birmingham outfit wizard. So there's a weird fact
Roy
for
Wood.
you. Yeah, they were the first band to be played on Radio 1.
Oh, when he was in
ever.
It was in the move, weren't it?
The Move, yeah,
Moves.
absolutely, yeah.
Oh,
And it
yes,
was
yes.
Flowers in the Rain by
Yes,
The Move, wasn't it?
uh-huh.
So Roy Wood.
Yes.
But me and Roy Wood have got a bit of a history there,
Okay.
along with Jules Holland, but we're not going to go into that. Except to say, did you know those children, that video? So if you've seen the video for...
I wish it could be Christmas
Yeah,
every day.
some of those children actually tried to sue him for royalties.
They did, didn't they?
They did.
What was it? Their actual voices?
Well,
used?
yeah, they used their voices and they used them. But you know, I
That's
bet
it.
Roy Wood's wondering whether he's going to get his laptop examined or what. You know, just saying, guys, you know. You know, but there you go.
Oh
You know,
my God.
yeah. So you know, beware. You know, especially one there's an 8-foot Hell's Angel. You know, but I'm just saying again. You know.
And little kids do grow up and they don't forget, do they?
Well, they don't. You know.
That's
but
why
there
they
you
turn
go.
around and
Yeah,
say, yeah, we just
Yeah.
in that video, we used
Yeah.
our voice. You
definitely.
didn't pay us.
Yeah. So yeah, and if I saw it in Scooby Doo, if it weren't for them pesky kids, I'd have got away with this. But anyway, so he's all for that 'cause that's a bit wrong, and we're not going down that road
No.
today because that's like completely
They are
wrong.
that road.
Is it actually my go?
I think
Was it
is.
your go?
No, I said no. It's
You
my
said
go.
was it? So it's actually my go.
Oh, yes,
So
yes.
what I'm going to say is the lovely, beautiful, delectable Chrissy Hine and the Pretenders,
Oh yes,
2,000 miles.
2,000 miles.
Yeah.
Very far.
And what an amazing band. I just think they're a wonderful band.
They are.
Others might agree, others might disagree, but there you go. So that's
I
that's
do,
one of
do
my
like
picks.
that one.
Yeah.
Yes.
So Empress Moonstomper, another one for you.
Another classic, Cliff Richard, Mistletoe
Mistletoe
Wine.
Wine. Children
Yeah.
singing
Oh,
Christian.
Cliff,
Can
yeah.
I have a bit of Cliff at Christmas, haven't
Yeah,
we?
a bit of
Cliff, yeah.
Wholesome.
I wonder how many people have had a bit of Cliff like who shouldn't have done. But I'm just saying.
Lowering the
I'm just-
tone,
I'm just-
ruining the wholesome.
I'm joking, guys.
Yeah,
Honestly. I quite like Cliff. He's a clean living
No,
guy.
it's,
Yeah.
yeah, it's nice, clean, wholesome Christmas.
He's a
song.
clean living guy. I do like
Yes.
Cliff, I must admit. Yeah.
I do like the young Cliff and his rock and roll heyday.
Oh yeah, absolutely amazing. Hank Marvin,
Oh yes.
brilliant.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Nice.
The Shadows.
Shadows.
Yeah.
Yes.
There you go.
Wow.
So, Mrs. Moonstomper, your go.
I can't think. Shaking Stevens. Merry Christmas, everyone.
There you go. Shaking Stevens. What was Shaking Stevens' real name? Can you remember?
Michael. I know it was Mike something.
Did you know he was an Elvis impersonator?
Yes, I knew that.
And did you know formally today he was actually a milkman?
Milkman in.
Really?
He was a milkman in South Wales.
Up
Now
in the
imagine
valleys,
imagine
yeah.
having your milk delivered by Shaking Stevens. It'd be a milkshake by the time you got it. If you shake it, I'm just saying.
Dad joke
Yeah,
number
I'm
3.
just, oh, there we go. Sorry, I'm just, I often envisioned that, come on, Shaggy, hurry up with that milk now. Right, anyway, enough of that, guys. I'm so sorry for little Miles. I do apologise.
Shaky Jake.
Right, okay, so is it your go? Or was it my go?
I've just said for shaking.
Yeah.
Oh, is it my go? Right, well, do you know what I'm going to say?
Oh.
Frankie Goes to Hollywood, The Power of Love.
Oh yes.
Right.
Even though it's not a Christmas song, it feature the nativity. And
It's
all
an,
that.
yeah. Now I like that song, and
it
there's
is nice.
there's many reasons I like that song. But did you know there's another weird and wonderful fact for you because we're full of facts on Moonstomper Originals, and why wouldn't we be? The Power of Love, that was in the charts at the same time as Huey Lewis in the News
Oh yes.
and Jennifer Roche, who also did the Power of Love.
Yes.
So you had three
Powers
Powers of Love.
We
And-
mentioned that in one of our
And they're
videos.
all amazing songs.
Oh, God, yes.
Huey Lewis and the News, The Power of Love, that's
Back to the
Back to the
Future,
Future.
yes,
Let's
every
drive
time.
to the clock tower at 88 miles an hour, boom, have it. I'm not sure what will happen if you do. Probably will end up in hospital,
Mash
now,
up.
but just saying. But yeah, an absolutely brilliant song. I do like that song.
Yeah.
And was it Mate Condoms who used that?
Oh, the Frankie Goes to Hollywood
Yeah.
version. For, yeah, the
It was
advert
indeed.
For mates Johnny.
Yeah, it was indeed, and that was the first time they sort of advertised that on mainstream TV
Oh yes.
because of what they called the AIDS crisis or the
God,
AIDS
of the
scare.
era.
Yeah, it was of the sort of mid 80s,
Gosh,
mid to late
yes.
80s, was it not?
84
But
onwards.
there you go. So, Empress Moonstomper, your go.
I think I mentioned this one because I think is it 40 years for Band Aid?
I was coming to that,
Oh,
so
was ya?
go for it. No, do it, go
Okay.
it. Yes, so it's 40 years.
40
the
years,
World.
Feed the World Band-Aid. There's been like a few versions of it over the years.
Yeah.
hasn't
There
there?
has. Now, I don't know what your opinion of that is. Now, my opinion, so because I'm opinionated, obviously, when that first came out, I went, wow, that's marvellous. Bob Geldof. And
Midge-Ure.
Midge-Ure as well. Now, Midge-Ure had a big hand in that, and he didn't get the credit he deserved.
Didn't get as much recognition
Well,
as Bob Geldof.
Sir Bob Geldof. What happened to Sir Midge-Ure? Just saying. Now,
It's like Bob Geldof took over and sort of
he did,
kicked Midge-Ure to the gutter.
but I'm going to say 40 years on, that did not make a scrap of difference
No, it didn't.
at all.
Like for the charity and all the aid they say they're going
No,
to bring over.
It didn't at
To
all.
Africa for the famine.
It didn't at all, because it's, without being disrespectful, it's third world problems and third world people, and they, for all the money you can give those people, you can throw money at it, but they don't need money, they need help.
That's it, you need
Yeah.
physical help.
Help to build an infrastructure, to build an economy, to
Definitely.
build all those things that work, hospitals, schools, roads, you know, police forces, get rid of all the corruption, and that did not happen. Now,
It just gets worse, doesn't it?
as a former security consultant, I did something in Africa, and that was protect white rhino.
Oh yes.
It was actually white rhino horn, so white rhino from being poached, and that was when it that's when it spun it on its head for me. The sort of problems there, and what a vast continent it is, what an amazing continent as well.
Yes.
So I'm not knocking Africa at all, it's an amazing, vibrant culture.
There is some like nice and lush lands and places in Africa.
It's amazing, but
But other parts.
the other part, war-torn, bloody, corrupt, and you know, if that's
Makes me feel
well,
sad.
yeah, exactly. So, did it make any difference? My opinion was it didn't. What do you think?
No, I agree with you.
Do you really?
I can see, yeah, we've got eyes
Makes
to
a
see,
change.
we can see.
What do you think, Miss
Hey.
Empress Moonstomper?
I don't think it made a difference, but I think the intention was there.
Yeah.
And that idea of the unity, you know, the intention, it was there, and you know.
It was, and what I'll say
Oh,
about it, it was an
fundraising.
amazing feat that all those pop stars, especially on the original one, came together.
Yeah.
And it was literally within a week's notice
so many.
where Bob Geldof had that idea, and he went, "Can we all do this?" And everybody went, "Yes, yes, 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 yes." And in those sessions, they fought like cat and dog. So Paul Weller and George Michael hated each other.
Oh God.
And that was, I think Paul Weller actually documented that later on,
Oh,
where
I see.
they couldn't abide each
Oh,
other.
no.
How bizarre is that?
God.
So there you go.
Aha.
So you'll go,
Is
Mrs.
it my
Moonstomper.
turn? I think I'm going to choose a bit of a rock one. The Darkness.
Don't let the bells end.
Yeah.
Very tongue-in-cheek cock rock that is, I must say.
Christmas time, don't let the bells end.
I'm completely with you on that one. I'm completely with you. I would say that is an amazing tune, and to me, apart from Elton John's most recent tune,
Oh, with Ed Sheeran.
Ed Sheeran.
with Ed Sheeran, now
That sound, this comes together.
I think
put
it's,
it together
but
quite nice.
do you know what
really.
makes it come together? Elton John.
Elton John, yes.
I don't think that ginger prick sort of helped, but it is a
Somehow
really,
pulled it off.
it's a really, really good song. I think it's amazing. I really do, and it kind of makes you want to spend more money when you're in the shops, you know, which is unusual for me. Yeah. So, but yeah, great song. Well, I couldn't do it. A great modern song, but The Darkness was that 2003.
I think so.
Yeah, around about that time, because I remember it coming
2003,
out when I
yeah.
was at school.
Yes, the
So-
choir. You was in the choir, weren't you?
Yeah.
For a bit, until
Yeah.
they
You're
really
still-
heard me and kicked me out.
There you go.
I cannot carry a tune to say
Oh
heart.
my
There you
gosh.
go, and that runs in the family, does it not, Mrs. Moonstomper?
I can
No half.
sing.
Yeah. Okay.
Nothing.
And going back to Band-Aid, that was the song that kept Wham! Last Christmas off the top of the charts.
Oh,
It
okay.
was that.
Because I wondered
Yeah.
what would have kept it off.
It did indeed. Yeah.
Okay.
It did indeed. Yeah. Because those Band-Aid singles, which is actually on 12-inch, if I remember rightly. I remember I think my sister went out and bought one or something like that. I didn't particularly want to buy one because I wasn't into that kind of pop music, if that makes sense.
Regular charts music.
But they just spammed every shop with them. And to be honest with you, the way the charts worked in those days is reps would buy like 2,500 copies, and they would put them behind the counter of HMV and our price at other record shops in the United Kingdom. And what they would do is they'd buy 1,000 copies back.
Okay.
Because that's what gets it to number one. So the record companies just buy 1,000 copies back, and they'd go and dump them.
Crafty.
They would do, yeah, or they keep them in the warehouse. So there you go, and that's how they used to get things to number one. So there was a bit of cheating there, actually.
Yes.
But just saying. So is it my go?
Yeah, it's you.
It's you.
Well, I'm kind of struggling, right? So I'm going to pick one that actually kept the darkness off the top spot. Right now, it's Gary Jules, Mad World.
It's like a one-hit wonder, wasn't it?
I think he was a New Yorker, if I remember rightly.
I think he was.
And it was a rendition of the Tears for Fears. So Tears for Fears, Mad World. I think that is an amazing song with a really, it's just such a good point to it. And Gary Jules did that, and I hated it when it came out. I could not abide it.
Okay.
I just thought that's the most whining, whinging, horrible rendition I ever heard. But you sit there.
Slow, like a piano.
I can't remember that version. I'll have to go back and listen to it.
Listen to it, it's just him and a piano. It's really, really slow, but it kind of grows on you. And you don't realise it grows on you, but it's not even a Christmas song for God's sake. But it kept.
It's in the charts.
It kept the darkness. Oh wow, you know, what a travesty! What a travesty! And talking of travesties, the one that was kept off the top spot, and the one that's my favourite, and the number one, the one that I think should be number one, is the Pogues and Kirsten Cole.
Wow.
Yeah, Fairy Tale of New York. So, what say we take a bit of a break, and then we come back after the break, and we'll have a bit more for you guys. So, see you in a moment.
Interrupt this broadcast to bring you some wonderful news, people. Do not forget to top up your dopamines. Lashings by the Lashing School.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. All engine running. Liftoff. We have a liftoff.
Oi! This is Moonstomper Originals.
No, Mr. Moon.
Santa got stuck up the chimney. Ha ha!
That's not even funny, Mr. Moonstomper.
Boots and braces.
This is Mrs. Moonstomper's Christmas message. Wishing you all wonderful, delightful, splendid Moonstomperoonies, a very merry, super, uber, jolly Christmas, and a blessed oi New Year.
You'll not find us in yellow pages.
Oh, Mr. Moonstomper, what are you like?
Santa Claus is not coming to your town.
Mr. Moonstomper, how very dare you?
Keep moonstomping.
Yeah, Moonstomp along, people.
Oi! Never ever eat yellow snow.
No figgy pudding for you, Mr. Moonstomper.
Rudolph the Red-Nosed Rain, swat.
Well, he's coming to trample on you for saying that.
This is Moonstomper Originals.
Better believe it.
Oi!
Don't you
I want
all
all you skinheads to get
step on your feet. Put your braces together and your boots on your feet. And give me some of that old moon stomping.
Staying well alive for 2025.
Oi!
Keep the faith, everybody. Love you all. Love to you all.
Welcome back, everybody. I hope you enjoyed that little musical interlude.
Certainly hope you did. So there you go.
Better.
So what were we saying before the break?
Just talking about Christmas tunes.
Christmas tunes.
Faves, yes.
Boring the nation to sleep with Christmas tunes, and why not? So I think we need to touch on the sort of the lesser spotted Christmas songs, the ones that are absolute little gems, the ones that people might not know. So it's where you get a pen and paper, guys.
Mr. Moonstomper, sorry. Can we just mention a few more before we can get on to that, please?
Well, go on then, why not? So what did you want to mention then, Mrs.
I wanted to mention...
Mrs. Moonstomper.
Oh, Mr. Moonstomper. I wanted to mention Freddie Mercury, Thank God It's Christmas.
No, that's good. The late great Freddie Mercury. What an absolutely
Big up to the Freddie.
amazing frontman. Honestly, just yeah, completely.
Oh yes.
So, do you want to mention one as well?
Yeah, it's the most overplayed Christmas song, so I better mention it.
Could be wonderful.
So, Mariah Carey, All I Want for Christmas Is You. I don't know why it's so popular, but it is.
I know, it's overplayed.
Well, it's the recipe to a Christmas song is snow, Christmas trees, all those Christmas things, and a couple of sleigh bells, and you've got it, you know, put a sleigh bells in those little tubular bells, and you've got yourself a Christmas hit.
Bits of glitz and tinsel and what have you.
Absolutely. Oh, well, I'll probably say one then, Elton John, Step Into Christmas.
How could we forget that?
Yeah. That's an amazing tune, one of my favourites. Actually. So there you go.
It's warming, isn't it?
Yeah,
I love that.
it is.
What
So,
about you? Go on, sorry, Mr. Moonstomper.
unusual ones. What do you know about unusual Christmas songs?
The ones that you don't hear very often.
Some Trojan, some on the Trojan label. So Prince Buster, there you go, Prince Buster and the Scatterlights, which was Jingle
Bells Scare.
Jingle Bells.
Jingle Bells,
There you go. There you go. Go check that out, guys. That's an amazing one.
Yes.
So, any more?
You know that band, that 90s band that sang Inner Circle?
Inner Circle.
That sang Make You Sweat.
Bad Boys. So if
Bad Boys as well.
if ever you watch Cops on Sky, which who didn't watch Cops? That was the theme tune, wasn't it? Bad Boys.
Yes, it was. What you gonna do?
It was actually in the film Bad Boys as well.
Oh God, with Will Smith and Martin Lawrence.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah.
So they did a Christmas song, didn't
Yeah,
they?
with Mikey Spice and Red Rat.
There you go, it's a proper
Called
red.
Black Santa.
Yeah, there you go, Black Santa, there you go, just what you wanted to see. I'm just saying, God,
yeah.
but I bet that was quite good. I've not heard that, and I'm going to go and check that out
Yes.
after we film
You check
this.
it out too,
Yeah,
Moonstomper.
there you go.
If you like that sort of thing.
So there you go, and then the Gladiators, Jingle Bells as well.
Oh yes.
No.
The Gladiators.
So Inner Circle, Inner Circle, they were around in the 80s as well.
Yes.
So they've been around for quite a bit actually, and I would rank those alongside Aswad.
Oh yes, yes.
In that they're in the same vein as Aswad and maybe
Still
Still Pulse are a bit different,
Oh, yeah.
but so I love Still Pulse. Now Still Pulse are from my hometown, obviously.
From Birmingham.
And the only thing I disagree about Still Pulse is it's political.
Oh gosh.
And
Every time.
you know, if you know me, guys, which you probably do by now, I'm not really into the politics of music. I don't think politics and music mix.
But sometimes, we always say this, it can't be helped.
No, it can't be helped.
It sort of slows
but
itself
when you
somehow.
keep on doing that, it makes you very. I think it isolates you, and it will take you away from the mainstream. And talking of which, political, we've got a great video coming up by the most amazing skinhead band I think ever, which were a punk band, which is Screwdriver guys.
Oh, yes.
Now Pete, so big up to Pete.
Yes.
And your family, much love and respect, brother. Pete mentioned Screwdriver, and I don't know if he read my thoughts, but that was coming up, and it is coming up. So this is for you, brother.
Okay.
Yeah,
Yes.
and you're gonna love that one because we're digging right deep into what drives a band from one genre to another genre to a complete flip in terms of political stance, and I think it's fascinating. It's really fascinating, and you'll like the story that's behind it as well.
Okay.
So yeah, stick around and stay tuned for that one. So what's your next one, Mrs. Moonstomper?
It's Mrs.
Empress Moonstomper, I do beg your pardon.
Oh, I haven't got any hidden gem ones.
Have you not?
No.
No funnies or anything?
I haven't, no.
No, there you go. So you'll go then, Mrs. Moonstomper.
Ziggy Marley and the Melody Makers.
There you go. So Ziggy Marley, obviously Bob Marley's offspring. Now I like Ziggy Marley.
Yes.
I like him. He's raw. He's raw and he's in your face. Yep. There you go. So I'm gonna jump right off that, and I'm gonna say Kevin Bloody Wilson. Yeah. So
the Australian musician.
now he's done about 3 Christmas songs. So he's done Hey Santa Claus. Then he's done Santa's. Can I say that on what's the name? I'll bleep it out list.
See you next Tuesday.
Yeah,
list.
that's it. Yeah. And then he did another one as well. So there's 3 in total. But if you haven't checked those out, go and check him out. He's an Australian comedian, and Aussies are no hold barred.
I know.
They just say it as it is, and that's what I like about Australians.
Just like
They're
relax
straight out
and
with it. And the first time I ever heard "Hey Santa Claus," I cried with laughter, and it's still relevant to this day.
Yeah.
So there you go. So what's your next one, Mrs. Moonstomper? Mrs. Moonstomper.
Trevor and the Maytones.
Go check it out.
Every day is like a holiday.
Right, okay.
I've got one, sorry, just
Go
jumping
for
back
it.
in. Just because you said a funny one,
Do it.
it's just popped in my head. I don't know why, but what's his name? Jim Royal. Christmas my arse.
Christmas
my
arse.
arse.
Yeah, so
That just popped in my
so
head.
Ricky Tomlinson. If you don't know who Ricky Tomlinson is, right? So he's a Scouse comedian,
Actor as well.
yeah, actor, an activist as well.
I didn't know he was a comedian.
Yeah,
Okay.
an activist. Yeah, so
I'm an
absolutely
activist,
brilliant.
I didn't know.
But there was a thing in England called the Royal Family.
Family.
So if you're not in the Royal Family,
Please check it out.
go and check that out
It's so
because
funny.
that
Christmas edition.
Yeah, the Christmas specials.
that is
Oh.
life. That is life in England on most sort of housing estates. That is life personified.
Everyone can relate to the Royal Family in some way or another.
They certainly can do. Well, apart from me, obviously, because I'm different. But you know, I'm nothing like Jim Royal. But there we
It's
go.
nothing like Jim
Yeah.
Royal.
Hell no.
So, there you go.
Yeah, say
Yeah,
Christmas, bye.
yeah. Arse. There you go. Is that what you were trying to say? There you go. You can say
Yeah,
that. We're not monetised anyway, guys. It doesn't
No.
matter, to be honest with you. We just beep it out of YouTube.
My
Tell
arse.
us to beep it out. There you go. So my next one is the Ethiopians.
Oh yeah.
So Ding Dong Bells. Now the Ethiopians, another great reggae
I
band.
love the Ethiopians.
Absolutely brilliant.
Righteous.
So yeah, go and check it out. They're tuneful as well. They're really they're a little bit different, I think. Very good musicians, and
Definitely.
very underrated. So there you go. Your next one, Mrs. Moonstomper. Go for it.
Lee Scratch Perry and the Upsetters.
Wow. Okay, so that's Scar can be.
Yes.
Now the mighty Lee Scratch Perry.
I know.
What was they sang? Can you remember what they sang? What was
Perry
it?
Christmas Dog.
Perry Christmas Dub. That's
Yes.
what I was getting at.
Oh,
Not,
yes,
not
yes.
what Lee Scratch Perry sang. 'Cause we know what
Oh,
the
right,
upset.
yes.
We know what the upset was about.
Yes, yes.
Definitely.
Uh-huh.
So there you go. Bad Manners.
Christmas time again. That's
It's
it.
Christmas time again.
Oh,
No, that was done to
my brain
the tune of Skinhead Love
Love
Affair.
Affair, yes.
We did that. So, and if you saw that Bad Manners video last week, well, there you go. The mighty Bad Manners and the most
Bad Manners.
underrated as well. Absolutely. So, have we got any more Christmas nonsense, have we? Or is that it? Do you think?
I think that's it.
I think I'm a bit dried up. You bet you.
There's a lot more, but
There's a lot more.
Oh.
But
I think my head hurts.
so, if you don't like Christmas, then you know I completely get it, guys, and
Yes.
I do apologise. I'm
That's
not.
it.
Right, I'm not a massive fan myself. I must admit.
Like I said before, people aren't able to have a good Christmas because of different circumstances.
There you go. So yeah. you know.
Gosh, I do feel sorry for people that
Yeah,
can't
I do as well.
enjoy
No.
or not able.
So yeah. Anyway, coming up. So like we say, we've got the Screwdriver.
Oh yes.
We've got loads of great bands coming up, by the way, guys. And don't forget, in the new year, we've got a 6-parter, which sounds a lot, but it's an amazing competition, and you've got to be in it to win it. And it's a game. So, do you want to play a game? Well, jigsaw, man. Right, just joking. Right, so we're not going to lock him in a room and handcuff him to a radiator with a chainsaw. Nothing like that. It's a game that you've got to participate in. So it's a bit like fantasy football or fantasy soccer. That's all I'm going to tell you.
Okay.
And we're going to give you a set of rules, and at the end of it, to coincide with our first birthday, which will be at the end of February, so we'll probably start this second or third week of January, there'll be some amazing prizes.
Yes.
So you could win Mrs. Moonstomper's special prize, you could win Mr. Moonstomper's special prize, or we've got a joint special prize which is worth quite a bit more. But these prizes aren't just something off a shelf, they're one-offs completely, and you can't get them anywhere.
In one.
But we have got some other bits and bobs as well, so there is plenty of chances to win. It's not just 1, 2, 3 prizes, there's a few bits and bobs, and believe you me, I've had to put my hand in my wallet for this, and I'm a lot richer for it because I know you guys, so
yes.
It's not that I'm poorer for it, we're richer for it because we're doing what we want to do.
That's it, so making you Moonstompers very happy.
Yeah, exactly, and that's what it's all about. So it's about being happy, it's a time of love, it's a time of sharing, and we want to give you a bit of love back, guys. Not like that incidentally, but we just want to give you something back, and what better way of doing it than a competition. Everybody likes a bit of competition. I'm competitive, I really am. Perhaps that's why I've got so many points on my licence for speeding. Not that I have any more, obviously, but you know. So yeah, I've got nothing else. Mrs. Moons.
That's speedboat. She was on a bike. She got a speedboat, didn't you?
Is that the top,
to give
is that
away.
the top prize?
Yeah, the speedboat and the tea's made.
No.
They're going to expect a speedboat now.
I know,
No,
speedboat and a
no,
flipping dishwasher,
no,
combined
no,
ironing board,
No.
canteen and cutlery.
I'll have you know, those stickers cost me a fortune. Not. Right, so no, they're not stickers either, guys. It's very nice, trust me. So, Mrs. Moonstomper.
Yes.
Mrs.
Yes,
Moonstomper.
Mr.
Mrs. Moonstomper. Have you, and I don't want to ask you this, but have you got anything else you want to say?
It's just that as we proceed to give you what you need and all that.
Right, so, okay, fair
Yes.
enough. There you go. Yeah.
Yes, and keep up them dopamines, people.
That's it, I was going to ask you. I was going to say electrolytes, but no, dopamine.
Yeah. Okay. So electrolytes.
Just keep the pot stirring, people, and dopamines.
Empress Moonstomper electrolytes, guys. So dopamines and electrolytes.
Yeah, that's
there you
it.
go.
Your fluids.
So, anything else, Empress Moonstomper?
I just want to say thank you all for having me on your channel and viewing the video.
Pleasure.
And just Merry Christmas to everybody. And that's it from me, really.
Yeah.
Oh,
So
bless you.
there you go. And guys, Merry Christmas from me.
Happy
I love you all.
Christmas, everybody.
Yeah, I love you all to bits.
Yes.
Thank you so much for stopping by. Thank you for your support. We really appreciate it. Do we not?
That's it. Thank you, Moonstomper family. You've been ace.
Yeah, and we'll see you soon
Every time.
with the next video.
Yes. Love you.
Koi Often I get to thinking, as kids how we got by. Like Christmas time in our house, we couldn't afford a fire, but we got by in our house. Back then when I was young, Dad used to suck a peppermint, and we'll all sit round his tongue. We didn't have no tinsel on our Christmas tree, so we just wheeled old Grandad in and made the old cunt sneeze. Wheel him round the other side, Granny. Well, time goes so fucking fast. I've got kids now of my own, and I heard them unwrap their presents last night when I got home. Santa Claus, you cunt, where's my fucking boy? I ran up till this other jack, there's nothing what I like. I wrote your fucking letter, I'll come to see it twice. You geriatric wanker, where's my fucking boy? If I wanted a pair of fucking socks, I would've fucking asked. Ping pong stand cowboy suit, stick right up your arse. When I mark my order up, it's enough to make you spew. But it's not just me who's praying, my sister's pissed off too. Santa Claus, you cunt, where's my fucking poem? You promised me, you fucking cunt, you know who I am. Cause I'm a little girl you made sit right on your hand. Never mind your ho-ho-ho, where's my fucking poem? The time I come to see him, gonna punch him in the gut. Turn his fucking reindeer little kid Rudo in the nuts. Just you wait till next year, we come through that store. Me and my little sister come running through that door. Mums and dads, just check his breath, watch his bloodshot eyes. Don't listen to him, boys and girls, he's a fucking lies. This ain't a pervert, not him fucking boy. That fucking wanker forgot my fucking boy. Santa Claus, you cunt, where's my fucking boy? I ran back to this other jump, there's nothing what I like. I wrote your fucking letter, I'll come and see it twice. You geriatric wanker, where's my fucking boy? Gonna tell my dad on you.